Hey, what up, guys? It's Grim. And previously on Terraria, we got done messing around in the jungle. And we also got, well, we discussed the Spartan thing a little more in detail. And now, today is the day everyone has been waiting for. When I say everyone, I mean no one. Today is the day we dig a hole directly down. That is right. We are starting up on our elevator. Yes, so basically, we're just going to be digging down all day. And that's all we're gonna do. Okay, that is interesting. There's a demon altar right there. Once we get the pawn hammer, we should probably kill that. I don't know if we've discussed the pawn hammer yet. It drops off the wall of flesh. It's like 100% drop rate. And you can use it to destroy demon altars, which we'll talk about more in depth once we get into hard mode, after we kill the wall of flesh, because that will be the first thing we do, is kill demon altars. And let's see. Oh, and speaking of the, whatchamacallit, 300 Spartans. Oh, by the way, this might take a while. This world I made is a large world. And that means there's a long way to go down. So, get comfortable. Back off. Oh god, okay. Here is the trick though, you don't want to drown, because there's going to be a lot of water. Yes, lots and lots of water is going to happen while making this elevator. Don't worry about it. All you have to do is dig a little air hole and you will be fine. So, yeah. Plus, don't try to drain the water either, okay? You're just gonna have to deal with it while making a elevator. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Because once we hit lava, this water will be crucial. So we can turn the lava into obsidian so it doesn't burn us alive. No one likes burning alive. This is true. This is something I've learned in my years on this planet. Anyway, so yeah, just hang out. Remember to breathe. Keep light source, and you will be hunky-dory. And make sure your elevator is straight, too. You don't want to veer off, especially if you don't have a lucky horseshoe like me. I would have liked to gotten one before I started on this, but, well, I didn't have the gravity potions for it. So, you know, what are you gonna do? We can start making gravity potions. The thing is, we need Fire Blossom. And Fire Blossom only exists in Hell. So, yeah, kind of a crapshoot. So we just gotta, suck it up and get to Hell as quick as possible. Okay. Another light source here. Oh, and let's see. Spartans. Yes, we were going to discuss the rest of the Spartan story, which really had nothing to do with Spartans. It was more about Athens. Let's see. Last we left off, Leonidas was killed by Xerxes. The 300 Spartans had made their last stand, and they ultimately died. Well, they were gonna die anyway. It was pretty obvious, you know? It was, I mean, they were badasses. Don't get me wrong. Straight badasses. Legends of history. But they were just up against unbeatable odds, you know? And they died like champions, so you can't blame them. But what they did accomplish was they bought some time for the rest of Greece to get their shit together, which was ultimately all they could really have hoped for. Okay, looks like we have found a chest here. Angel statue. Angel statues don't do anything. I'm gonna drink that right now. Healing potions, always welcome. Thorns potions, I guess I'll grab it. Yeah, I'll grab the statue, why not? Okay, get some air. Now, let's see. Now, let me just go over not Thermopylae, but what started this whole Persia versus Greece feud in the first place, which was the Battle of Marathon. We're gonna backtrack a little bit, alright? Alright. See, the Battle of Marathon was pretty much just Athens versus Persia. Alright, that was a huge victory for them. And yeah, we went over all the marathon crap. So I'm not going to go over it again. But what happened after Marathon was that Athens was stoked, naturally, because they had just beaten people they were not supposed to beat. And really, they didn't think much of it after that. Except for one guy. Well, I'm sure other guys thought, you know, maybe Persia might attack again, who knows. But one guy actually did something about it. His name was Themistocles. He was a real champion among champions. Well, what he did was, let's see, in Athens, right after they had won the victory, Themistocles was like, dude, these guys are going to attack again. We better be prepared this time. And he was thinking, the best way to combat the Persians with their huge army was to be able to cut off their supply lines. And how they get their supplies? Via their navy. So, it would be really smart for Athens to, you know, get its navy up to speed so they could, you know, take on their navy. Now, he knew, Themistocles, that the Athenian people probably weren't going to want to build up a navy. Oh, did I mention, yes, the Athenians, soon after they had beaten back Darius and the Persians at Marathon, they discovered a silver mine in their turf, I guess, for lack of a better word, country of Athens, or the land they control, pretty much. And they didn't know what to do with the money. And Themistocles, knowing that the Persians would probably attack again, was like, hey, or he didn't say this to people, but he knew he wanted to use the money to build up Athens' navy. But he knew the Athenian people wouldn't be down with that. Say, hey, he was going to be like, hey, the Persians are going to attack again, we need to build up our navy. He just knew that the people wouldn't vote for that, because this was when democracy was like starting to form. Oh god, it's killing me. Okay. So, what he did, this is what he did. He used a very tricky political maneuver in order to gain the favor of the Athenian people. He said that a rival city-state, I forget what city-state it was, I don't have it in my notes either. But anyway, he said that a rival city-state was building up its navy. So Athens essentially had to get into an arms race with it. And so he was like, hey, let's build up our navy so we can, you know, rival this other city-state so, you know, they won't kill us. Because that's what they did back in ancient Greece. All the city-states, they were just at war with each other pretty much. And, you know, one place didn't want to have less of an armory than another place, so the Athenian people were like, this makes sense. We shall build up our navy. And soon enough, when, you know, the Persians decided to attack, they were ready. Now, back to Thermopylae. Leonidas had successfully bought enough time for the rest of Greece to get its shit together. Namely, Athens, because that is the first place that, ooh, fishy. That is the first place the Persians were going after, because that's who they had beef with, was the Athenians, or Xerxes particularly, because this whole war was kind of about revenge for his pappy, who had lost to him at Marathon. So, what the Athenians did, they knew that they were coming because the Spartans had held them off for long enough and they had sent messengers, so they knew the time had come for them to battle. So, what the Athenians did was they retreated. They did a tactical retreat from Athens. So, when the Persians arrived, there was no one there. You know, no one there to kill. They had fled to a nearby island called Salamis, I believe, which is southwest of Athens, I believe. It's within sight of Athens, though. All the people had fled the city and gone to the Isle of Salamis. And so, pretty much, since they could see Athens, they could see the Persians burn it down. which was super shitty for them, I'm sure, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Freaking Persians, man, huh? So, yeah, that sucked for them. And what they did after that was Themistocles sent a messenger to Xerxes in Athens. And he told the messenger to tell him that, hey, the Athenians were fleeing to the Isle of Salamis. And that if Xerxes really wanted them dead, he should get at them right away. Ooh, what's this? A statue. Let's get it. We like statues. There we go. A Reaper statue. Nifty. Okay. And so, let's see. Xerxes was like, well, this is sound advice. We should attack them before they have a chance to run away. Let us do this. And that is exactly what he did. Although, that was all part of Themistocles' plan in the first place. Oh god, gonna die. Oh, out of water. Oh, or out of air. There we go. Alright, that was gross. Okay, now, that night, Xerxes sent his navy to the Strait of Salamis, which was the area of water between Salamis, the Isle of Salamis, and the mainland of Greece, which is a sort of a narrow area, and it's hard for bigger ships to maneuver around in this area. And yeah, and they all expected that the Athenians were just going to be waiting there, like trying to get away. And then when they tried to get away, you know, Xerxes' navy would be there to kill their asses with the quickness. But that was not exactly... Oh, shit! Oh my god! That was a trap! Not cool! Okay! Note to self. Rocks hurt. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that is not what happened, though. When Xerxes showed up with his navy... Well, Xerxes wasn't there. He was in Athens, probably. I don't know where he was. But when his navy showed up, he found that not only was Athens not fleeing, they were poised to attack. Yeah, he did not expect that coming. And the navy that Themistocles had built up with this money from the silver mine they had discovered, they used to make... What kind of ships? I don't know if I wrote this down. I need to turn my page here. No, I did not write it down. I don't know. Oh, shit. I'm going to die. Okay, we're good. Let's take another post just in case. Alright, continuing our descent. Yeah, I didn't have the name of the ship down. Sorry. But it was a lighter ship than the ships in Xerxes' navy. So, in a narrow place, they could easily maneuver better than the navy Xerxes had. So they had a distinct advantage there. And they pretty much just kicked ass on the navy and defeated them. It was a huge victory. Because now that, oh god, am I gonna die? Okay. Now that, Xerxes' navy had been defeated, he could no longer supply this gigantic army he had of 1,700,000 people. Well, I'm sure there was a lot less after the Battle of Thermopylae, but still, quite a sizable army. So, after this, Xerxes knew it was over. It was done. He had lost. Yes, the 300 Spartans had kept them at bay, but it was the Athenians that ultimately defeated them. Yes, quite. And bad fish, die. Okay, need air. Eek. Alright, let's get my 6 back up. Okay. Yeah, it was ultimately the Athenians that defeated the Persian army at the Straits of Salamis. Alright, make sure this is straight. Is this? I need to just make sure. Alright, you don't want a crooked elevator. That is very bad. Very bad thing to have a crooked elevator. So, yeah, after that, Xerxes fled He just straight up ditched Greece outright because he knew he was done. But what he did do was he left a pretty sizable army for infantry that was still there. Uh-oh, bad skeleton. Okay. So yeah, he still had an infantry there, and after that, oh shit, air. Always remember air. It's very easy to forget about air when digging a elevator. Quite so. Man, we are probably not gonna get anything effective done this episode, other than digging, yes. Lots of digging going to be done in the next, oh, I don't know, probably, it shouldn't take more than 2 episodes, I think. About 20 minutes long, yeah. But once it's done, it'll be awesome. Yeah. So after that, the infantry that was still left in Greece was pretty much owned by the Spartan and joint, Greek army. So yeah, that is pretty much how it went down, and ultimately, Leonidas and the 300 Spartans and the 6,000 other guys that weren't mentioned in the movie, secured freaking democracy and Western ways of thinking for the rest of the world down to the ages. And yeah, it's pretty freaking legendary. If you don't believe it, well, you best believe it now. So yeah, I think that is the finale of our freaking 3-part Spartan discussion. Wow, that was a lot of talking. A lot of history going on there. Man. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know, but whatever. I know some of the topics I talk about are kind of dry. At times they're kind of boring. I try to make them interesting. But honestly, it's hard to talk about. Find stuff to talk about during this. I mean, all I'm doing is digging. I just have to talk about stuff. It's kind of hard to talk. Kind of hard to make this entertaining, I won't lie. But, you know, I try the best I can. It's better than just dead silence, I guess. I could just do that, which would not make very good watching. So, you know, whatever. Ooh, is that a ruby? Okay. Side note. I think we may need rubies. Now, I've never done this myself, but supposedly there's a King Slime boss you can fight. I've never fought before. And to summon him, you need, like, a gold crown and a bunch of slime, I think? Oh, that's amethyst. I don't need no damn amethyst. But to make a gold crown, you need a ruby. So, I've never done it before. I would like to. But I don't know if I'm going to get to it. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. I'm actually kind of thinking about doing a co-op Terraria series with a friend of mine. And maybe that would prove to be a bit more interesting. We'd have a lot more adventures that way. Probably a lot more interesting discussion than history lessons for 20 minutes at a time. But, yeah, whatever. Possible co-op series, I'm not sure. Probably a lot more mischief involved by me. Yeah, I like blowing stuff up when I'm hanging out with friends on Terraria. And, yeah, I don't know, maybe. Let's see, other stuff I wanted to do with the channel. Yeah, I think I want to try more co-op stuff. Because I have a lot of fun with that. And I think it's a lot more entertaining than me just talking about boring crap all day. Yeah, and if you guys have stuff you want me to, like, research and talk about, you know, I'm down for whatever. Oh my god. Do I see... Oh, shit. I need... there we go. I thought I saw some lava there. Let's go see. If we hit lava, we're very close. Oh, I do see a heart. That is good. Yeah. So, got that to look forward to. We're getting pretty close to the end of the series, actually. Once we hit hard mode, probably just gonna do a little bit of mining. Kill a mini-boss a couple times. Actually, after we hit hell... Yeah, we have a few episodes left of this still. So, let's get this hard. It looks like we have indeed hit some... I'm gonna throw this away. Where's that heart? Air! Okay. Copper. Dead to me. Okay, live crystal. Okay. So... Oh yeah, another point of the water is if you don't have a, lucky horseshoe, then, you know, once you drop down the elevator, if you ever want to take a break from making the elevator, you have water to dive into, so it'll cause you to slow fall, and you won't fall to your death and take fall damage. But, let's see, I think, I know this hole digging is terribly exciting, but I think I'm going to save the rest for part 2. Because we just hit lava, and we shouldn't be too far from hell now. Then once we hit hell, there's all sorts of wackiness ensue for us. Demons, devil bats, fiery death bats, orange fiery slimes. Pretty much everything is fiery once you hit hell. What else is down there? There's imps that shoot fire at you, and there is lots of lava. Oh, side note, you know how lava turns into obsidian when water hits it? Well, you could think, hey, what if I just drain the ocean into hell? Then hell would be, you know, like, obsidianed over because all the ocean water would destroy the lava, right? Wrong. Tried it. I did indeed try it once because I had that idea. And no, it does not work. Once water hits hell, it starts to evaporate. So, don't try it. I've tried it before. Does not work. The only thing it does is effectively kill a biome. Well, at least half of a biome in your world. The ocean biome. All the water drains out. You can no longer get sharks or jellyfish or coral. And it kind of sucks. So, my advice, don't do it. See, let's check out when this, yeah, there we go. Then you get obsidian, and yeah. That's also why you need water down here, because when you hit lava, you can't dig through lava, you just burn to death. And so you need water to turn it into obsidian so you can mine through it, effectively dig a tunnel. But, yeah, I think I'm gonna kill these assholes. And then call it good for the... Oh, is that Ruby? Oh, shit, I should pay attention. Die. Bad slime. Yes, I think I'm going to end the episode here, and next time, we shall finish our elevator and do battle with demons and evil shit. So, yeah, I will catch you guys later.